Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon the Master of Martyrs and peace be upon you adorers. Welcome to Shia Waves. I'm your anchor Ali Jassim here to present and replenish your minds with the latest Shia world news. And now with the headlines. Imam Shirazi World Foundation denounced Israeli attacks on Aqsa. Austria launches investigation against Wilders. Number of mosques to rise to nearly 4 million by 2019. Imam Shirazi World Foundation has denounced the storming and desecration of Al-Aqsa Mosque by Jewish settlers and Israeli occupation forces. The foundation held Israel's government responsible for the violations and demanded the international community to prevent Israel from the recurrence of such heinous attacks on the sanctity of the place. The foundation strongly condemned the Israeli racist attacks on Palestinian women and children, while at the same time allowing groups of settlers to break into the mosque, organizing provocative tours in its courtyards, and assaulting the guards and the worshippers in it. It called on the international community to act urgently to protect Jerusalem and its Islamic and Christian holy sites, and to put an end on these blatant violations of the international law. The Yemeni army and Ansarullah fighters hit two military bases in Jizan, southern Saudi Arabia, in retaliation for the Riyadh government's continued airstrikes on Yemen. According to reports, the Yemeni army and Ansarullah fighters have destroyed over 200 vehicles of the Saudi army since the start of the Saudi aggression against Yemen on March 26th. On Sunday, the Yemeni army and Ansarullah fighters seized back control over nearly a dozen military bases in the southern parts of Yemen after heavy clashes with al-Qaeda terrorists and forces loyal to fugitive President Mansour Hadi. Meantime, sources announced that the Yemeni army and the Popular Committees held over 80 al-Qaeda terrorists captive in Aden province. Units of the Syrian army backed by the Popular Committees advanced towards the city of Palmyra in central Syria, according to military sources. The Syrian army captured parts of western mountains in the city amid collapse in the ranks of ISIS Takfiri group who are fleeing amid the progress of the army, the sources said. A number of terrorists were killed as the government forces advanced, the sources noted, adding that the army units destroyed two vehicles from the terrorists. The Austrian public prosecutor has started an investigation against Dutch anti-Islam PVV leader Geert Wilders on charges of sedition. According to reports, aggrieved Muslims pressed charges against Wilders because of his statements comparing the Holy Quran with Adolf Hitler's book, Mein Kampf, and demands that the Islamic holy book be banned during a meeting of the right-wing populist FPO in Vienna in March. Interest Group Initiative of Muslim Austrians finds that Wilders has made himself guilty of sedition, demeaning religious teachings and breaching the prohibition of reviving Nazi ideology. FPO leader Heinz Christian Strach, who organized the event, accepted Wilders' speech with agreement and applause, according to eyewitnesses. Coping with developing social networks, young Muslims in the conflict-ridden India-administered Kashmir Valley are using various mobile applications to spread religious awareness, sharing the teachings of the Holy Prophet of Islam Muhammad, peace be upon his holy progeny, learning Quran, besides getting day-to-day updates about the current affairs. Mohd Kumar, a retired history teacher from South Kashmir, said that after the cell phones, TV cables, and other services like the internet were introduced in the valley, people, mainly young boys and girls, changed and chose unacceptable activities to entertain their lives. He added that this all changed later after youth found a better usage for the long-awaited social media applications. Muslim youth praised those behind religious applications for Quran, Hadith, for helping youth to find a worthy usage of the fast-growing technology. The number of mosques in the world is expected to rise to 3.85 million by 2019, a report said. The report added that the number of new mosques constructed in different countries is not adequate, as it does not match the growing Muslim population in the world. It is especially so in European countries where there is a high rate of Muslim population growth due to conversions, migration, and birth rate. France is one of these countries that need a large number of new mosques. In Britain, too, there are only 1,000 mosques, while 2 million Muslims live in the country, making up 5% of the population. It is said that India has the largest number of mosques in the world. There are 300,000 active mosques in the Asian state, more than any other country, including the Muslim world. We have reached the end of our news show. Thank you all for joining in with us, and as always, remember our dua. Taste the reappearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi, peace be upon him. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.